When it comes to relationships, there's nothing more important than trust. So let's talk about what causes a lack of trust in relationships. There is one thing you need in order to build trust. Just one thing. I'm going to tell you a story that's going to illustrate how people don't have this thing and how destructive it can be when you don't have it. I've heard a lot of crazy stories throughout the years, and I want to share one with you. So this couple, they were married for a while, and he started doing some things online that weren't the best. Well, so what she did is she pulled up Facebook, and she started going through Facebook and saying, "Are you attracted to her? Are you attracted to her? Are you attracted to her?" And he would say, "No, not at all." And then they came into a therapy session, and I said to him, "Just be honest with her." So they left, and she did it again. She pulled up Facebook, and every attractive woman, now granted they lived in a small town too, so she saw these women everywhere. But she would ask him, "Are you attracted to her? Are you attracted to her?" And he'd say, yeah, I am. Think about it. Either way, trust is not being built. If he says, "No, I'm not," he's lying to her. If he says, "Yes, I am," there's a lot of fear going on in that relationship. They came back into a therapy session, and he said, "What should I do? Nothing's getting better." And I said to him, "Be honest with her." And he looked at me like, "I am. What am I supposed to do?" He needs to be honest with her. I'm going to talk about the one thing that you need in your relationship and what it actually looks like in order to build trust. All right, I want you to stop for a minute and think about the chair you're sitting in. Why do you trust that that chair is going to hold you up? You're sitting in it, so I'd hope that you trust that it's going to keep you safe. The reason why you trust it is because it has integrity. Integrity is the key ingredient for trust. Without integrity, you won't feel safe. You won't trust. Think about a bridge when you walk across a bridge. A bridge holds its form. That's what integrity is. It stays true to itself. When a bridge has integrity, you'll walk across it. When it doesn't, there's no way you're going to get on that bridge. It's the same thing with our relationships. If your partner has integrity, then you can trust them. Integrity is the ability for somebody to keep their form, to stay true to their word. Now, somebody with integrity can be honest in a relationship, even when it's hard. Somebody with integrity will keep things together and know who they are so that they can empathize with you as well. Integrity is the key to knowing yourself, trusting yourself, and showing up authentic in a relationship. If you really want to learn how to trust, then subscribe to my channel because I talk about trust all the time. All right, so integrity is critical. Both partners need integrity so that trust has a chance. But I kind of have bad news for you. Integrity isn't everything. One partner can have integrity and the other partner can still be unwilling to trust. The way that you trust somebody is by trusting them. You give them a chance. You see whether or not they have that integrity. If you're unwilling to get vulnerable and put yourself out there, then you won't know whether they're trustworthy or not. Now, sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable because you've had past experiences, you've had past trauma where you've been hurt. So you might sit back and avoid situations where you can get hurt. If you always do that, then you'll never know. You'll never know if your partner is trustworthy or not. All right, take out a notepad because I'm going to give you some equations. We're going to do some math that's going to help you understand trust. All right? So the way that you understand integrity or see integrity in your relationship, it's honesty plus empathy plus consistency equals integrity. So if you have a partner who's honest, who's empathetic, and who's consistent, that's a person with integrity. Okay, next equation. This is not a fun one. Vulnerability minus integrity from the partner equals betrayal. So if I'm being vulnerable with my partner and they're being manipulative, fake, they lack integrity, then I'm going to get betrayed. So me being vulnerable, that's how I get hurt when they don't have integrity. Okay, here's the important equation, and this is what actually builds trust. Vulnerability plus integrity equals trust. So when both partners are willing to be vulnerable, both partners have integrity, they're going to trust each other. So if you're lacking trust in your relationship, you may need to work on being more vulnerable, or you may need to work on having more integrity. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video on trust, then you gotta check out my other video, how to feel safe and secure in a relationship. Link in the corner.